What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Don't start with me.
What do you want me to do? Oh. Welcome to the channel, folks. Today on Classic Truck Rescue. Classic Truck Rescue.
Classic Truck Rescue. Welcome back to the channel, folks. And thanks for coming back. It's time for an update. We haven't done an intro. Okay, now really. Classic
Truck.
Classic Truck Rescue. It's been a very long time since we've done an update. People are confused. People are confused, honey.
Well, they are. Brandon at work thought that I had a birthday last week. He thought we went to Montana. I'm shouting out to you, Brandon, because I know you watch the videos.
One of our co-workers said, "Happy birthday, Jamie," because we said we were in one of the recent videos. We said we're going to Montana and it's Jamie's birthday. Well, that was back in June.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
So Jamie says, looked at her co-worker and said, "So did I go to Montana last week?" I need to explain this because it's coming up in the comments section. We're a lot farther along than we were when we went to Montana. But this intro is going in the Montana video just to really confuse people. The channel has developed a lag in the between the time the work gets done and the time that you see it. There's a lag now. And the reason for that is I have been busier than heck. And it takes a lot of time to upload the videos. But I made the mistake twice of skipping forward and showing sneak peeks, like when we got the roof on the building. There's a reason we got the roof on the building. There. That's real. I showed a sneak peek of the roof, and the reason for that is, this is my view from right here. I'll splice this in for you. And this view used to be of green OSB wood that was not in good condition, right? And it was depressing, frankly. And Jamie and I were sitting here, and I said, I need to get the roof on my building before winter. So I made some tough choices, sold some stuff, and paid a guy to help me get my roof on. And the minute we had the last piece of metal on, could you feel the tension come off of me? Because I could. I just breathed a huge sigh of relief. And we replaced a lot of wood. We fixed it up. But you still haven't seen me do the roof. You will. This is all a series, so I'm not going to just fast forward you and skip a bunch of work that I did already. You will see every painstaking hour that I have put into all this. Today, for instance, I'm going to be pounding T-posts all day for the cows. The coming of the cows. I'm kind of excited about the cows, aren't you? And we already have a cow barn built. I have to finish it up a little bit, but you haven't seen that either, but you will. So here's the thing. This is reality. We don't make up scripts. That's why I have to spend so much time editing. We just live in the moment and we film in the moment as it's happening. The reason that I put in a sneak peek of the roof being on the shop was because I was getting inundated with comments from, misguided people who think that I'm never going to do it. Anyway, just to appease the people that were saying that my building was going to rot into the ground and never be finished and everything, that's not why I put the roof on there. It's why I gave you the sneak peek of the roof being on there. The roof is on there because I deemed that it was time, and I was tired of looking at the wood deteriorating. And Randy and Pat helped me, mostly Randy, helped me with the roof. The guy gave me a straight up price, and it was a good price. I went out and got the money and put it in an envelope so that I would know I could pay him to do the work. And I gave them as much help as I possibly could. Randy and I were the only ones that actually got up on the roof and put metal on. And I wore a harness while I did it.
Well, he had a buddy, didn't he?
Patrick, yeah, he helped with the woodwork and stuff, but and he may have helped on the first day of putting the metal. Those guys wouldn't wear a harness. I took 3 harnesses out there, and and I said, look, I've got harnesses, and I recommend that you wear one. And they were like, no, we're not wearing a harness. And I said, well, if I go up there, I'm wearing a harness, and I want you to know that they're here, and if you're not going to wear one, you're going to sign a liability release. And they both signed them, so that's on them, you know. But fortunately, we prayed about them every day, didn't we? Lord, please don't let... Because they get up there in their tennis shoes when it's wet and do roofing and walk on metal. And I don't advise that. Never do that. I wore a harness when I was up there. But he did a good job.
Wear your accoutrements.
Wear the proper accoutrements for safety. Anyway, the whole job got done. The roof is on there, and not just that, but a lot of straightening out happened. I invested in new wood, good wood, and I still have a ton of it left to finish the building off with, but it's not going to deteriorate anymore. It's dry under there. The insulation's on there. So you'll see us doing the roof when we get to that. That was just a sneak peek, just to show people, quit worrying, relax. Take your blood pressure medicine. We're gonna finish the building. But right now, I'm focused on the house, and that has presented its own problems. I've been living down at the county planning department, and every time you come in, they give you one of these stickers to put on your shirt. And after going in there for a while, I thought to myself, you know, I'm just gonna start sticking these on here. I had already thrown away a ton of them, but they started seeing them pile up, and I think they started paying a little more attention to me. This case right here is full of every document that I had to acquire. It started with going over to the house. This all pertains to this property. It started with going over to the house and taking tons of measurements and drawing the house and drawing the property and the trusses, and it started out very crudely. The septic system, we had the garage, but what I will say is this: these are crude drawings, but there's a lot of information on there, and my buddy Jim helped me with this, and we got every measurement you could think of on that house. Then Terry Emmert helped us out by saying to take all these drawings to a guy. And Terry had his guy, and we really want to thank Mark and Sam Albrecht for the drawings. They took all that. They never even went out to the house and measured anything. They took all of my measurements and made professional drawings of the house. And the reason for that was the city where the house is located only keeps records for a couple of years, and then they dispose of them. But they did everything. They did an amazing job, and this really helped with the permit process. The site plan had to be revised several times.
You're pulling all those out. Do you remember where they're all going to go?
Oh, I do. I'm very familiar with these documents, honey. Trust me. I know right where each one goes. But we had to do research on the water rights for this property, which we have, and everything. And I really want to show you my final site plan. It's not as pretty as the Emmert people's drawings. Site plan.
Where did I put it?
I know where I put it. It's right here in the middle. It's supposed to be right here in the middle. Another thing we had to go through was the farm plan, because this property is a farm. That's why we call it the Classic Truck Ranch. If you Google this property, it says Classic Truck Ranch. The cows are coming this weekend. We will be filming that. We had to have the fire marshal come out and approve our driveway. And then we had to redraw the property and have the fire marshal come out again. Well, no, he didn't have to come out again. He just had to approve the new site plan. I gotta find the site plan in here. I'm just bumping my gum. Yeah, I know. That helps too, honey. It all helps. You're helping me out a lot. There it is. A short time later, much later, I finally figured out to draw the whole property and include features on that drawing that would cover all the different departments, because nobody's ever had a house on this property before. So when I went down there, I was dealing with every department: engineering, septic, soils, planning.
Engineering.
I already said that.
Oh.
Anyways, what I finally learned to do was, instead of drawing a bunch of different site plans, which I made the mistake of doing in the beginning, I drew one master site plan that included all the information that everybody needed for the septic, the farm use, the buildings, where the house is going, and all of that. Also, well, I can't tell you that now. So you have to be careful what I say, because you haven't seen all the work yet. Anyway, we're getting there. I believe that this weekend I can do the final work that we need to get the permit to actually bring the house over here. A lot of people have been saying, oh, that house is probably over there and everything. We wish. Because I would rather have the house sitting over here on the property where I can keep an eye on it, than in the middle of a subdivision that they're building and building roads in, and that it's in the way of. So bear with us. We're going to bring you all of the footage of all of the work that's been done, because we don't want to skip parts of this. There are people who ask a lot of questions about how we do certain things, and I can tell that some of them are people that maybe they bought a piece of property that had never had a house on it and didn't have electricity or water or septic or a building, and they're pitching their own tents, which we had to do for a lot of years. But hopefully we're gonna try to switch from soft roofs to structures. We need a more structured environment out here. It was very sunny the day we finished the roof. The first time I sat under it, and it was super hot, and I realized that I was covered from the direct sunlight. It felt so good. Remember sitting under there that one day? And we're very grateful. Thank you, Lord, for Randy and the price that he gave me on finishing the roof. The guy that helped us out with the wood gave us a really good deal on new wood. And today I'm gonna pound T-posts, string wire for cattles, and we're gonna turn it into a classic truck ranch for reals. So I'm gonna toss this video in the beginning of our Montana trip. There were 2 times when we filmed on our Montana trip where the camera was stuck on high speed, and it happened to be when we were explaining things. Once was outside of our motel room the day after we got there.
Didn't it fly off the truck?
One of them did. That was on the way home. That camera's
Toast.
do your thing. Yes. And but anyways, what I want to explain is the rocks. It's very important that I describe the rocks.
They can't see what's on that.
They will. Jamie is a rock hound. She loves looking for rocks. And the whole time...
because you can't catch fish, so you might as well look for whatever is in the river.
Let's give me a hard time about can't catch fish. You can catch fish here, but it's not the best fishing ground. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway.
Yeah, the fish you can catch back there are the ones that the Game and Fish will pay you $5 a fish to get rid of them.
Yeah, don't come out here for the fishing. Stay out of this. Anyway, I have to explain the rock thing. So Jamie and I, when we go back, she takes her little grabbers and she will disappear literally for hours, just scouring the river bottom for rocks. And she's tried to rope me into her rock hounding before. So one day we were down there and there was a big rock in the deep, kind of deep water. And I said, I'm going to get that rock. I'm going to win the competition for the rock hounding today, and that'll be it. And I got the rock, and I threw it in my trailer and brought it back. Is that my the day I won? That's the day I won, right?
But
Yeah.
it's bentonite clay.
It doesn't matter.
That's why it's so big, because it doesn't weigh anything.
But it was deep in the Malala River, and I brought it home that day. That's bentonite clay.
Yeah.
And it's over here. I'll splice in a little picture of it. But I didn't get the rock hounding. I did it with Jamie because she enjoys it, but I didn't understand her passion for the rocks.
Jaspers.
There's even rocks in places.
Lava. Jaspers.
Well, Jamie, why don't you take them on a rock expedition?
Agates. Carnelian. Obsidian.
And they're all treasures, right, honey?
This one's opal.
Yep, and they're all treasures, right?
But it's dried out.
Each one is a treasure, right?
Hours of combing of the Malala River. Petrified wood over there. This petrified wood right here.
That's a treasure. They're all
This is
treasures.
a drop antler from our property.
There, and she couldn't stand to see my truck that someone gave me unloaded, so there's a rock for the truck. And so when we said we were going to Montana, it was Jamie's birthday, and I asked her, what do you want to do special for your birthday? And she said that she would like to see the Yellowstone Ranch, which you can't do, folks, but we did a little something to kind of bring that dream true for her. But her main thing was, she said there are all kinds of places between here and Montana, and she said, and I bet in Montana they have good rock hounding. So that was what she wanted to do. And
which we did it on the last day, which didn't get us home till like 4 in the morning.
yeah. So when we decided to go rock hounding, of course, we had a full trailer with 2 trucks on it, equipment trailer and a cab, and we ended up going down this old logging road that we had no business going down, and it just kept getting narrower and narrower. I'll splice in some footage of that.
There was a bridge.
But yeah, when we went over the bridge was when I realized we're screwed.
2 people came in a truck.
Yeah, but they didn't have an
And they're like, are
equipment
you
trailer.
guys lost? And we're like,
Oh, that was different. No, I'm talking about the
the one
little bridge we went
yeah.
over when we went up
And
the
you had to
logging.
back up that trail.
But Jamie's right. We also went down another road that led to a very sketchy bridge, and we had no choice but to go across it because we had come down into a little valley on a very narrow road to get to it. But some locals came by and realized that we were definitely out of our league, and that bridge was covered with American flags, and I didn't think that I had gotten it. Oh, and also there was a huge culvert down in the river, and when we were crossing it, I asked you, I go, can you see that culvert? And you said you couldn't see it. Well, we had a different camera running at that time that got the bridge with all the flags on it and the culvert in there, so I'll try to work all that in. But yeah, we went rock hounding some places we shouldn't have gone. But on the last spot where we stopped, I was rock hounding with Jamie. We found a pretty good spot, and I looked down into the water, and I found what I thought was the most beautiful rock that I've ever seen.
I didn't even know how he saw the little thing on it.
And when I saw this rock, I understood Jamie's passion for rock hounding, because this rock, when I was looking at it in the stream, looked to me like an ocean beach with the surf coming in, rocks out in the water a little ways, and a bird. What'd you just do? You don't agree?
No, it does.
You don't agree?
Yeah, if I put my glasses on, I can see it.
But that's what I saw, and it's still what I see, so I'll own that thing.
I don't know how you saw that in the water.
But I'm gonna film it, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. I hope you can see this, but that's the rock I'm talking about, and to me that looks like an ocean beach with the surf coming in and some rocks out in the water. There's the bird right there. That's what it looks like to me, and I don't know if this camera is going to do any justice to it, but it's kind of a green color, don't you think?
I think it might be some kind of jasper, but I don't know if any
It's just,
any,
to me, it's just
any
beautiful.
Montanians out there that know, or maybe that was Idaho.
But
I found that.
what I'm trying to say is that was the moment when I realized what Jamie gets, because she gets so excited over some of these rocks. So that was the focus of the trip, getting the trucks and Jamie rock hounding. We also had a really good time. We had some good meals in nice places. I'll put in a picture of one table we sat at, had a big mountain lion on top of it, and we met some really cool people. Lynn and Wayne from Darby, Montana, just gracious people. They showed us around their property. And, yeah, she's a wild one. She's got a little Jamie in her.
The Mopar people?
Yeah.
And then their neighbor too was pretty cool. All of them were cool. And the dude that makes his own hot sauce, I wanted to get some bottles of his hot sauce.
Yeah, I wish we'd have had more time, but we kind of planned it. We were in the middle of getting ready for the house, so we didn't want to be away from home long. So I just wanted to explain a couple things. Also, let's do a couple of mystery boxes. We'll start with this one right here. This is from Mike Music. Mike sent me this a while ago. I'm trying to get caught up on things. Also, I have some product reviews. I've got a whole table covered with boxes over there that I got to do product reviews on, but it's all stuff that we need out here at the ranch: a security system, solar power system, a couple more jump starters, one jump starter with a compressor,
Camera system for Go or something.
a camera system for Golf that has 3 different angle view cameras, and also a light for the shop. Mike Music sent us this, and I was unboxing it while I was working on my brother Donnie's side-by-side. I had the boxes of parts and I was videoing it, and I opened this and it wasn't a box of parts. It was from Mike Music, and it had this, America, America. Anyway, my America shirt, and it just happens to match my America hat that I got in Montana. I got 3 America hats in Montana, but it matches it perfectly. And thank you, Mike, for the shirt. I'll see if I can find the video where I unboxed it, but I put it on right then when I unboxed it. Thank you, Mike Music. I love the shirt. And also, that box, I don't know how long ago we got that box. It was a long time ago. But we just got this recently.
I gotta open it.
M Black, that'd be Mike Black, Desert Rat 2000. Check him out on YouTube. Good guy. Got a pretty cool truck. We'll see what M Black sends. I gotta be careful, because he likes trading stickers, decals. What have we here? Trinkets. It's a hat rack.
Cool.
CTR Rick. This is what he wrote. Hi Rick, the building is looking great. I got the roof on it now, Mike. Hope you like the hook. Maybe someday it will be in the new shop. God bless, buddy. Mike. Desert Rat Fabrication. Eat More Fish 2000. Eat More Fish 2000. What's this? It says Rick CTR. He sent 2 stickers. They're identical, so I'm going to save one for the shop, but I'm going to give him a place of honor on the Bigfoot crossing sign. Actually, Jamie's going to, just to the right there, honey. He's been writing us for a while, and he's been supportive
That's
of
cool.
the channel. Yeah.
Desert Rat.
Desert Rat 2000 on YouTube, folks. He's been supporting the channel for a long time. Also, I don't know why, but we got stuck at 72,400 subscribers for a very long time, and we just went over the 72,500 mark. Our next goal is, of course, 75,000 subscribers, and the only way we're going to get there is how, Jamie? How will we get to 75,000 subscribers? Only if people like, comment, share, ring the notification bell, subscribe, keep coming back. It helps.
Yeah,
folks.
Brandon, hit the subscribe button.
I'm scared. I'm scared to this. Oh,
What?
this isn't a mystery box. E.L. McDaniel, my buddy Ed. What do you think's in here?
Oh!
It's an elk skin for our great room in the house from my buddy Ed McDaniel. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ed. We'll put this in the house when we move in. I want to get right to the trip. Wayne had some pretty cool Mopars. Challenger, Cuda, Charger. He kind of checked those boxes. You'll like seeing those. Remember he took us in that other building and he had the old Mopars and more Chargers and stuff and another Challenger. And anyway, we got picked up a 59 Chevy Apache Napco 3100 pickup, a 58 Chevy. And also look for it in the video. We were traveling down the highway going over a mountain pass, and all of a sudden we both heard tinkle, 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 and I looked in the mirror and I saw a ultra rare V8 hood emblem sliding down the highway. So we pulled off of the highway, but there was a county sheriff sitting right there, and it was at a runaway truck ramp. We hit the binders and pulled over as quick as we could, and we wound up right in front of the sheriff. We both jumped out, sprinted back up the hill. Jamie was a little faster than me, and got the emblem before anyone ran over it. One of the posts got messed up, but other than that, it was in pretty good shape. So we're going to put that on the black Chevy Apache, which I've named Montana. And we had a really good time, and we're glad you guys can come along with us. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep coming back. We're trying to get to 75,000 subscribers, and only you can help us do that. Thanks for coming along on this series. We're very excited about the house coming and the cows coming, and peace out. Classic truck rescue, going out to the pasture, honey. Jamie and I are dropping everything. We're in the middle of prepping the property for the house to come in, but we have to go. Before we even learned that we were gonna get the house, I made a deal with a guy in Montana to buy 259 Chevy pickups, and one of them's a Napco 4-wheel drive, but I already put a deposit on it. The bees are here. Hold on a sec, honey. I gotta get some stuff for the folks. Say hi to the folks.
Hi, folks.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
It's Jamie's birthday. She had a celebrity stop by and sing happy birthday to her this morning, didn't you?
The big boob.
The big buble. Anyways, I'll get you some footage of what I'm talking about right here. I've been working hard on the driveway, and the dump truck just came in and dropped another load. The driveway, after many loads, right, being spread out, is finally starting to look like part of the road. It's starting to look like an entrance to the property. We're getting there. It's been a lot of work. The bees came yesterday, actually the night before last. The coming of the bees happened. We're real happy with the new location on them. We're really excited to go to Montana. You can go ahead, honey. I can talk while you drive. We're going to pick up a 22-foot equipment, deck over equipment trailer, and I think we can fit both trucks on the trailer. Anyway, I think I'm pretty sure. And he's got a tractor. If you have a tractor, all things are possible. And we got chains and straps. But I had already made the deal to go get these trucks and put money down on them before we found out.
Tow haul's working.
It is?
Yeah, look.
Bonus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to pick up our equipment trailer. Then we're heading to, and Jamie said when I told her we were going to Montana, oh, I hope the Yellowstone's not too far out of the way. And, you know, like if it's 50 miles or so, we'll drive and see it. Turns out the town we're going to, Darby, Montana, is where the Yellowstone Ranch is. So since it's Jamie's birthday, I sprung for a pretty decent little room, huh? I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a
I sure
cabin.
hope so. Anyways, we'll see our place when we get there. I've kind of got things still going while we're on the road. They're still bringing in the dirt. My buddy Ed's back there with a tent pitched. He's here for a little rest and relaxation, which he does from time to time, and which is totally fine. But he'll keep an eye on the classic truck ranch while we're gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Digging on through there.
I
Go on, you're all right. But let's wait, make sure it closes. Let's make sure it closes. Is it closing? Yep. All right, we won't need those for a few more days. Anyway, folks, we're hitting the road. I don't know if I got the footage of the bees and the driveway, but if I didn't, we'll go back and get it and I'll splice it in. You excited? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Rest area 2 miles. Done playing in 2 miles?
Okay.
No, will you?
What?
Will you be done playing?
Yeah, I'm done it. That's where we're leaving it. Mom went down that way. I had to go down and turn around and come back.
She don't care. She just
Yeah, she don't care.
rolls in like Cruella de Vil,
Yeah.
like up on 2 wheels. Yeah, that's right. What?
Feels like I've known you my whole life, but nothing more than friends this whole time. Summertime skipping rocks so innocent. I never thought I'd ever hold your hand, but there's something in the sunset feels different this time. There's a feeling, if you feel it, baby, I don't wanna hide. We don't gotta stay friends forever, we can cross that line together. Find love, baby, never say never. After all this time, I just wanna take a step in a new direction. I wanna tell you what I failed to mention. We can fly a couple of birds of a feather. We don't gotta stay friends forever. We can give this whole town something to talk about. We don't gotta pretend, don't gotta dance around it, no. I've been dreaming about a midnight, all night kind of kiss, making up for everything we ever missed. Yeah, there's something about your sweet smile, it's just different this time. So baby, lean in like you mean it, put your lips on mine. We don't gotta stay friends forever, we can cross that line together. Find love, baby, never say never. After all this time, I just wanna take a step in a new direction. I wanna tell you what I failed to mention. We can fly a couple of birds of a feather. We don't gotta stay friends forever, we can start a whole new chapter, find our happy ever after.
Montana. Welcome to Montana.
Got it.
Oh, we're here. We're in the good spot now.
Yep.
Now, this is where the big rocks start rolling
In a
in.
new direction, I wanna tell you what I failed to mention. We can fly a couple of birds of a feather. We don't gotta stay friends forever, we can start a whole new chapter, find our happy ever after. The only way to know is ask her, yeah baby. We don't gotta stay friends forever, we can cross that line together. Find love, baby, never say never. After all this time, stay friends forever. We don't gotta stay friends forever. No.